Told you today is a Wellness Wednesday, but that can look different for everybody. But don't worry, if you're looking for an option, Nicole is showing plenty at the Cosmetic Skin and Laser Center in East Lansing. How's it going over there?
It's going fabulous because I don't know about you, Rochelle, but I want to increase my energy. I want to balance my moods and, of course, sleep better. And I think that's something everyone can agree with. And that's why we're talking a lot about the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, because that's going to help you. So, Dr. Lowe, I'm going to have you kind of walk us through, if someone was interested in doing this, what that would look like, starting with a consultation.
You bet. Come on in, Nicole.
Okay,
let's have you take a seat and we'll start talking about your health.
I love that. And it's good that we kind of go through these things because I think it can be intimidating, you know, walking into offices and, you know, not knowing how this is going to impact you.
Right, right. So this is my swivelly doctor's chair. Apologize, I don't have my white doctor's coat with me, but I am a real doctor, an MD, so this is the real deal.
Yes, it is. And, you know, as you mentioned earlier this hour, this is impacting more people than we think. You know, when we think of hormones, we might think of menopause, we might think of people who might be in their 50s, but really now you're talking 20s and 30s, and I just turned 30, so what are some of the things that we really need to know, especially as women?
You know, I don't want to make this seem like, oh my gosh, everybody in the world needs to be on hormones all the time. But the fact is that a lot of women, maybe 30 to 50%, have some very significant symptoms when they start in their late 30s, sometimes early 40s, with these hormone declines. They actually become hormone deficient in testosterone and progesterone, and they can feel it. So again, it's not everybody, but I think everybody needs to think about the symptoms that they might be having and hear about them so that they don't think something's wrong with their life, or think they're depressed, which is a common misdiagnosis, or think their thyroid is off, or whatever. Because all these symptoms, that fatigue we were talking about, brain fog, lack of motivation, low sex drive, very common in women in their 30s, all these can be laid at the feet of hormone deficiency.
So it's just something to be aware of, obviously. And then once you're aware, then that's when you can start asking those questions and seeing what you can do. So obviously, if we are getting a consultation and we are interested in this therapy, what does that look like in terms of, is it monthly? How often do we have to come in? What exactly are you doing with the procedure?
Yeah, exactly. So our clinic does two different kinds of hormone replacement. We do both topical and pellet placement. So we like pellet placement more because we believe it gives a better time release. So pellet placement, we bring you in, a little bit different room. It has a flat table. We have you lie down. We numb a little spot on your rear end, right, right below the belt line, the high part of the rear end where there's some cushion there. And we numb a spot. We poke a little hole in there with an instrument, and we slide this other instrument in called a cannula. And that's how we introduce these pellets. These pellets are hard compressed hormones, testosterone and estrogen, and we slide those in underneath the skin, and they stay there and they slowly dissolve over a period of about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
So you say, gee, I don't like the idea of getting poked. What's the advantage of that over topicals? Well, the advantage is it's set it and forget it.
Oh, okay.
We have your dose dialed in, we have your interval dialed in, and so you just get to have your normal day and not wonder, oh, did I put my stuff on? Oh, I can't put it on right now because I'm going to get dressed. Oh, I'm going to take a shower. Oh, I forgot it on vacation. I got to get it refilled. A lot of times the topicals can be kind of a nuisance, and sometimes they don't absorb very well. So that's why we prefer the pellets.
Yeah.
But I have to say, some people don't like the idea of pellets or don't want to get the stuff done every 3 months. We've got topicals too.
No, that's really good, and that's why you can really sit down and talk with you and your staff and your team to see really what works for you.
It's so individualized,
right? Exactly, and that's so important. So I know we've talked a lot about women, but don't worry, men, we have stuff for you. So coming up after the break, we'll really dive in about the impacts and, of course, what you can get done here as well. So stay with us.
About 30% of our clients are men.